Dead America, the Second Month, Seattle Rebuild, Part 3. Written by Derek Slaton. Narrated by Aaron Smith. Chapter 1. Seattle Rebuild, Day 3. Corporal Gadd strolled through the streets toward one of the main distribution warehouses in the northern part of the safe zone. The sun had been up for about 20 minutes, casting lots of shade from the low-rise buildings. The air was crisp, almost cold when the breeze kicked up, but Gadd was bundled tightly in a heavy leather jacket with extra insulation. He kept his face buried in the collar to keep his nose warm. A handful of civilians walked around the streets, a few of them headed towards the shoreline to take advantage of the waterfront before it got too crowded. As Gadd neared the warehouse, the people grew more plentiful. A few dozen workers carried in goods and removed crates from an open door. A mix of military and civilians worked together, in tandem and harmony, and it was a good sight to see. Crates piled up on pull carts that were jerry-rigged on the back of bicycles. The fuel was running low, so human power was the only way to get things moved around the city in a timely fashion. Gadd stepped out of the way as two cyclists pedaled towards him, each hauling a heavy load and nodding as they passed. When the corporal reached the warehouse, he dug around in his pocket for his ID to show the guard. "Hang on, sorry," he said. "New jacket. I can't find anything in it." "Take your time, sir," the guard drawled. "I'm not going anywhere for the next 8 hours." Gadd snorted. "I wish I had that luxury," he muttered, continuing to dig before finally finding his ID and pulling it out. "Hey, there we go." The guard had a look at it, then glanced at his face and then nodded, motioning for him to go inside. Gadd walked through the door, finally poking his nose up out of his jacket in the warmth. An oil drum sat within a large opening along the side wall, a large fire burning inside. A few people stood next to it, warming up, as others continued to mill about. Gadd unzipped his jacket, revealing his uniform underneath, and approached the group by the fire. "Morning, everybody," he said to the trio. 2 civilians stood with 1 soldier, and the latter leaned forward to look at Gadd's name tag. "Morning, Corporal," he greeted. "You here for an inspection?" "No, I'm here on other business," Gadd replied. "Looking for Captain Matthews. Do you happen to know where he is?" "Yes, sir, I do," the soldier replied. "If you want to stay here and get warm, I'll go fetch him for you." "You are a saint amongst men, soldier," Gadd replied with a grin. The man nodded and ran off, leaving him with the 2 civilians.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?